The first ruler of the universe imprisoned his own children in hell. The second ruler swallowed his own children, one by one, alive. And the third became a god. The god you know today as the supreme ruler of Greek mythology, Zeus. This wasn't an accident. This is a story built on a single prophecy. A child born from your own blood will overthrow you. For 3 generations, that one fear drove 3 kings mad. One committed an unspeakable act with a blade. One swallowed his own children whole. So, how did that prophecy finally come true? To find out, you first need to know the story of a world that existed before the gods. A world terrifying even to the gods themselves. This is the darkest chapter of Greek mythology. Everything that happened before the Titanomachy. At the dawn of the universe, Uranus, ruler of the sky, and Gaia, ruler of the earth, came together. From their union came a race of immense and powerful beings, the 12 Titans, the one-eyed Cyclopes, the 100-armed Hecatonkairas. But Uranus felt nothing but disgust and fear towards some of his own children. He couldn't bear the monstrous, overwhelming nature of the Cyclopes and the Hecatonkairas. So he cast them down into Tartarus, the deepest, darkest pit within the earth, and imprisoned them there. Gaia carried the agony of her own children trapped and suffering inside her. That pain slowly hardened into something else entirely, unbearable rage. Unable to endure it any longer, Gaia secretly gathered her children, the Titans, and asked them, "Your father is committing an unforgivable act. Who among you will stand with me to punish him and end this tyranny?" Terrified of Uranus's boundless power, every single Titan fell silent. No one came forward, except one, the youngest of the Titans, yet the boldest and most cunning, Cronus. He made a vow to his mother. "Mother, I will do it. I am not afraid of that man who calls himself our father." Gaia forged a weapon, an unnaturally sharp sickle made of adamantine, an otherworldly metal drawn from the deepest core of the earth, and placed it in Cronus's hands. That night, when everything fell silent, Uranus descended from the sky to be with Gaia. Cronus and the other Titans lay hidden, waiting for him to fall into a deep sleep. The moment Uranus succumbed to sleep, Oceanus, Caius, Creus, Hyperion, and Iapetus emerged from the 4 corners of the world and seized him, pinning him down so he couldn't move. In that instant, Cronus raised the Adamantine Sickle and, without mercy, severed his father's manhood. Uranus woke with a scream that shook the heavens. But it was too late. The sky and the earth were torn apart forever. Uranus's power was shattered. The blood that poured from Uranus's wound fell onto the earth below. From those drops of blood were born the vengeful spirits, the Erinyes, Furies, the colossal giants, the Meliae, ash-tree nymphs. It's also said that the blood and sea foam that fell into the ocean merged and gave birth to the goddess of love and beauty, Aphrodite. Screaming in agony and rage, the defeated Uranus delivered his final curse upon Cronus. "Wretched son, you who raised a hand against your own father, what you have done to me, your own children will do to you. A son born of your own blood will one day cast you down from your throne." After banishing Uranus far into the sky, Cronus became the sole, anointed ruler of the universe. He never freed the Cyclopes from Tartarus. Instead, he chose to keep them imprisoned there himself. Cronus married his sister, Rhea, and began his reign over the world. This era is remembered in Greek mythology as the Golden Age, a time free of disease, rich with harvest, filled with peace. But seated on his divine throne, Cronus's mind was consumed, day, by one thing only: fear. The prophecy Uranus had spoken took complete hold of Cronus's mind. To prevent it from coming true, he made the most horrifying decision of all. Every child born to Rhea, the moment they were born, Cronus swallowed whole, alive. One after another, Hestia, Demeter, Hera, Hades, Poseidon. Rhea, forced to watch her own children devoured by her own husband, was consumed by grief and fury. Rhea refused to let her sixth child meet the same fate. She secretly sought out Gaia and begged for help. Following Gaia's counsel, Rhea traveled in secret to the island of Crete and gave birth to her sixth child, Zeus. Afterward, she wrapped a stone the size of an infant in swaddling cloth and brought it to Cronus. Blinded by his own fear, Cronus suspected nothing and swallowed the stone, believing it to be his newborn son. In a hidden cave on the island of Crete, Zeus grew up in secret, nursed on the milk of the goat Amalthea, his cries drowned out by the clashing swords of the warrior guardians known as the Curetes. Zeus is ready now, ready to free his brothers and sisters, ready to end his father's reign of terror, ready to fulfill the prophecy. But Cronus is not alone. Behind him stands the full, terrible might of the 12 Titans. The war that's about to unfold between the gods and the Titans, the Titanomachy, is about to change the universe forever. In the next video, we'll cover that war. Subscribe and turn on notifications, because what comes next is even darker than this.